Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. My name is Cherise. Welcome. And yeah, guys, so it has been like a fucking month since I made a post, so today we're gonna spill the tea on all the all the fucking crazy shit that's been happening. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into all the fucking details for privacy purposes, but let's get started. First of all, I just want, this is totally off topic, guys, I will admit this, but I'm just like looking at the progress I've made in my personality over the past decade and how I am just this fucking feral, crazy, don't give a fuck about anybody's opinion about me kind of a fucking person. And a decade ago, I was so fucking meek and shy, and I couldn't talk to people, and I cared about what everybody fucking thought, and I was just completely different from what I am now. Now I'm just this fucking ratchet, crazy bitch, and not like an actual bitch. I can be a bitch, but I'm actually like a really nice person, but wow, what a fucking difference. And I love it. I love it. It's like a huge part of me has just busted out and busted. Anyway, let's get really started now, guys. Okay, so I have not posted in a month, mainly because my phone broke about a month ago. I dropped this phone, and thankfully, my brother is hella smart, and so I mailed the phone to him in Utah, and he fixed it, and I got it back about a week ago, and I have just been doing a lot, and I got sick recently, so I haven't posted a video yet, but thankfully, I have my phone back because all my information was on this phone, and I had like another old kind of broken phone that worked, and none of my passwords were transferred over to it. I couldn't get into my accounts, and so, yeah, guys, I was not able to make any YouTube videos during that time, so here we fucking go. The same time that my phone broke was the beginning of, like, a massive, like, domino shit show happening. Like a domino effect of, like, just shit show shit, you know? Oh my god, oh, horse, is that? It doesn't look like there's a fence around that horse, but maybe there is, and it's just, I can't see it. But anyway, squirrel! So, right before my phone broke, what kind of started off all of this? And I realized that there was a massive planetary alignment around the 25th of January, and this actually began the day after that. So, on the 26th, I believe I think it's the 26th. It was on a Sunday. I'm just gonna let you know. I had a psychotic episode and I ended up punching my friend in the face. I've never punched anybody in my life. I know I look like somebody that has, but I haven't. And I'm not a violent person. I'm actually generally, for the most part, a pacifist. And I know that I've dealt with psychosis before. Usually it's just like delusions though, and paranoia and distrust. This time I looked back and I could tell that there were signs leading up to it, and I was just hanging out with friends, and I ended up having a PTSD episode, and I blacked out, and whatever the voices in my head told me some shit, and basically like I had to correct the problem. The voices were like, oh, like your friend has done something. I don't even remember what they said, but I had to like equalize. So I punched him in the face. I can't believe I'm fucking sharing this on the internet, guys, but yeah, that shit happened. I realized that I struggle with like a massive amount of distrust and paranoia, and I think that it can be even worse than I thought. And thankfully, he is such a sweetheart, and he forgave me, and now we laugh about this shit. Like, and I just explained to him, I was like, sometimes I have psychotic episodes, but they've never been that bad, so I'm just really sorry. It was a big reality check though about having more healthy habits in my life, as well as taking it slower in new friendships and not rushing, because I do have a lot of trust issues, and it just, it sucked, you know? It sucked. I felt so bad. Like, so bad. And I'm glad that he's forgiven me for it and let it go, and now we're all good, and I'm so grateful for that. But like I said, it was a big reality check, and it showed me a lot about myself and what areas in my life that I still need to work on. But it also gave me an opportunity to be honest with the people that I'm becoming a part of this community in about my mental health struggles, so they can look out for me, as well as know, like, okay, Sharice has been through a lot. Like, she has some issues, and I've just received a lot of love around opening up to people here about that, and I'm just really fucking grateful for that. So that was like the first thing that happened, guys. And the next day, I went to the place that I was going, well, that I paid a month's rent, a little trailer house that I think I've mentioned in maybe my last video or so. I went there to clean the place, and I realized that it was way worse than I thought, and I had overlooked a bunch of fucking shit because it's my first time renting a place all by myself, and I was just so excited that I overlooked a bunch of water damage in the ceiling. This time I noticed that there was black hole growing in one of the holes in the ceiling, and I there was just so much rat shit all over the place, and one of the chairs looked like she just covered it in a blanket, but it looked like there was just these little shit stains, or I don't know, maybe there were mud stains, but they looked like tiny shit stains all over this fucking chair that she just put a blanket over. And this is a week after I'd paid the first month's rent, and I talked to my boss, and I was like, dude, like, I think this is going to take me longer than I expected to move into here, because it's way worse than I thought. Because initially, the lady told me that to start up my utilities, the heating, the water, and the propane, she told me it would cost a certain amount, and it ended up being about $300 more than what she told me. So I didn't have the money to move in initially, and so that's why I hadn't moved in for like a week. And at this point, I'm thinking, like, dude, it might take me another week or two to move into this place. This is, like, fucking bad in here. And my boss just advised me. She was like, maybe this isn't the right place for you, dude. Maybe you should look somewhere else. Maybe it's not worth it. And it kind of confirmed what I felt in myself, because I really trust my boss's opinion. And so I let the landlady know that I would not be moving into this place, and I asked her for my rent as well as my deposit back. I did a bunch of research as well and found out that the landlord is supposed to clean the house before they rent it out to you. This place was nasty, dude, and it's fucking falling apart. And I realized after doing some research that she is trying to illegally and immorally rent out a place that is not safe, it is not clean, and it's not a livable space. So that's why I asked for my rent back as well. A week later, she finally met with me, and she basically denied that there was any water damage. I'm like looking at it. Thankfully, I got pictures of everything, and she denied the black mold was there. And I think that I think she's sketchy as fuck, but I think that she might be a little dumb. I'm not trying to be fucking mean, but she's being a fucking cunt to me, so you know what, I don't fucking care at this moment. And I take in the slightest bit of, like, I could be wrong, but I even had a friend go with me to take pictures of this place, and he agreed with what I said, and he's like, that's a fucking shithole, dude. And basically, she denied to give me back my rent, and after I'd already talked to multiple other people, I talked to a utility company, I talked to sheriff, to my boss, as well as some other people, and they all advised me that if she refused to give me back my money, that if I take her to small claims court, that I would get the money back. So when she refused to give me back my rent, I told her I would take her to small claims court, and at that point, she is now withholding my deposit as well. So I am going to be taking this lady to court soon. Thankfully, I'm so grateful for my boss. She's such an amazing lady, and she's helping me with the paperwork and figuring out this court stuff so I don't have to do it alone. But that's like $1,000. I put down $1,000 to not move into a space because a lady is trying to be hella sketchy. So hopefully I get that money back, guys. I feel pretty confident in that. But that was the next thing. And then the day after that, my phone broke. And then I made I don't want to say a massive mistake, but like a big enough mistake. And I'm not going to go into details about this. I actually made a couple mistakes that caused me a lot of anxiety. Not just trying to rent that shithole, which I would consider that a mistake for sure. But I made a couple different mistakes, and I just entered this extreme state of anxiety and panic for like 3 weeks almost. I could barely eat. I could not sleep, like almost at all. I would just lay in bed, and I had the worst insomnia. I would lay in bed until it was time to get up, and then I'd get up and I'd go to work, and I was becoming irritable and just intense, and man, it was a rough fucking period. And I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, I couldn't shit. I was just exhausted all the fucking time. I'm overwhelmed because I have all this fucking shit happening in my life. There's some more stuff. I feel like there's more stuff that happened, but I don't remember it all right now, guys. So, oh my god, it has just been fucking insane. But I'm also excited to share with you guys that I believe over like the past week, I started taking vitamins. About 2 weeks ago, I went to a health food store and I got like Shilajit, black seed oil, some black cohosh, which helps to regulate your hormones, which all of the symptoms I had around like not sleeping, not eating, blah blah blah, could very well be due to a hormonal imbalance. So got those. I got my regular vitamins, my fish oil, and I think some other and lion's mane. And I started taking these, and within a few days I started to be able to sleep again. It was just like feeling like everything in my life is collapsing and falling apart, and then I could just feel the realignment happening. And I think that this is something that a lot of people are going through right now. And I was talking to my friend Liz about this yesterday, about how, especially for the sensitives, if you are watching this and you are a sensitive, you probably know highly sensitive people, energetically sensitive people, psychics, intuitives are very sensitive to the energy that is going on. And I feel like when you are highly sensitive to what is going on in the universe, in the stars and energy and in the world, it can often affect you even more than it might be affecting other people. So it's cool. So I want you to know that if you're going through a lot right now, you're not alone. You're not alone in this. And I know that doesn't make it easier, but I personally find it can be very encouraging to know that, like, hey, we're in this together. To some extent, like, yes, you have to deal with your own shit on your own in a massive way, but other people are going through a lot as well. And it's not about a comparison at all. It's a matter of, hey, we can do this together. You're not alone in this, even if you feel alone, and I totally get that. Like, lately, I've been really missing my friends, and I'm really grateful that I had a couple conversations recently with some really good friends of mine, and it really uplifted me. So I totally get it if you are going through a lot and you just are like, I can't be a very good friend right now to other people. I can't deal with other people's stuff. Like, I don't even know how to talk about it right now. Totally get it if that's where you're at. But if you do feel drawn to, I highly encourage you to reach out to another one of your friends, especially if you have other friends or acquaintances that are also sensitives that you can bond with over this and encourage each other. Super highly recommend this. But I feel like there is a massive shift happening in the world right now, a massive energetic shift. And I was talking to another friend that I have a lot of friends right now who are fucking going through it, dude. Like, oh my god, my heart goes out to every single fucking one of them, like, fucking going through it, dude. And we were talking about how, like, it's almost like a universal reset. Like, a universal reset, an energetic reset. It's like a realignment. Like, ever since that planetary alignment happened, I do try to stay positive about even the chaotic things happening in my life and the mistakes that I make, because I think that everything has a purpose. And when you introduce faith to the chaos that is happening in your life, and I don't know what you're going through, and I'm, like, for instance, I have a friend who just found out that her mom has stage 4 cancer, and it's just, like, you'd be like, oh, really, Faith? Like, this person's dying, like, I don't know what you're going through, but, like, if there is chaos going on in your life and things don't make sense, I think death is one of those things that is more like, that's a sad part of the cycle of life that people either make peace with or don't, and it doesn't make it any easier. Grief is very difficult, but like I'm saying, if you are going through a very chaotic period where shit just keeps falling apart, I want to encourage you to believe that there is a purpose. And sometimes, I genuinely believe this about what's going on in my life, and maybe this is not going to apply to everything. Please only take what resonates with you. But I feel like because of the growth, especially because of the growth that I've made in my life, and what I have asked for from God and from the universe, that when I am out of alignment in any way, the universe steps in and will just, like going to a fucking chiropractor or physical therapist where they just fucking correct that shit right up and it's all cracky and it's like, oh, fuck, Like, I feel like that's what the universe does in my life sometimes, and I feel like the universe does that in a lot of other people's lives as well. I feel like some of the situations that I've been brought, while some of them were made from, they've come to pass because of unwise choices that I've made, they are still a necessity for a massive learning experience. One of the affirmations that I incorporated into my life, actually in January when I got this job, well, I guess I got the job in December, but around that time, was that I am assertive. And the universe has been giving me some tough ass situations. Yes, I'm doing, they are because of me, they're because of the choices that I've made, but I also realize that a lot of these situations that I'm going through right now are requiring me to change massively from a version of myself that I was for a long time into, Charisse, you're not allowed to be a pushover anymore. You're not technically I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want. I could still remain in that pushover energy of like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna let people walk all the fuck over me and just let it go and just turn the other cheek and like, fuck that. I've reached a point in my life that I'm fucking over it. I'm over it. I'm over letting people walk all over me. I recently just ended a friendship that I basically, like, a year and a half ago, this was my best friend at the time, and they pushed me out of their life because of a third party situation. And over the past year and a half, I have basically begged to keep them in my life. And I look back at it, and to me, I'm like, you look fucking pathetic, Charisse. It looks, and I'm like trying to be nice with myself around this situation but I feel pathetic. I feel like it looks like I was groveling for somebody who did not want me in their life anymore. because I loved them so much, because I felt this deep connection and I didn't want to lose them. And I just wanted to hold on to the hope that, they'd come back around and we could still go back to being friends. And I reached a point recently where I just I finally, after a little situation, was like, I'm done. I've done this in the past so many times with friends and with lovers, where certain people that I just did not want to let go, even when the universe gave me very clear signs that this is somebody that you need to walk away from, I would hold to it because I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose what that friendship felt like, because it was magical. Even though the universe is like, hey, this isn't healthy for you, you need to let it go. I finally reached a point recently where I was like, I'm done, dude. I'm done. You are cut out. I'm not trying anymore, and I'm not letting you back in. I love you, but I'm done with this. I'm done with being treated like that. There have been multiple situations recently where I just was like, snip, no, I'm not going to get walked all over. And it doesn't mean that I do this like the fucking best, but this is just one example, guys, of me being like, I am transforming massively right now, and it may look like just chaos. But I will say this, I am a strong ass motherfucker. I am strong as fuck. I'm a fucking badass, dude. I've been through a lot worse than I'm going through right now. And it's a lot. There's a lot on my plate right now. And on top of it, I have a full-time job. I'm going through a lot. But I'm okay. And I'm gonna be alright. Because I'm more powerful than everything else going on in my life. And it's transforming me into a better, more self-empowered, and assertive version of myself. Therese is done with the bullshit. I actually wasn't completely sure how this job was going to affect my life. I had the highest hopes for it. Most things I enter with a little bit of skepticism, but this job has honestly been magically amazing for me. Just, oh my God. I remember when I shared with you guys that I just got a job at a bar. I got some negative comments, which I blocked immediately because I'm like, I don't need other people's negative views of my life and my choices. No, you can keep that. You be negative about your own life, not mine. I don't need to fucking see that shit. This job has been absolutely amazing and healing to me in a way that I never expected. I never fucking expected this. I actually made a video right before my phone broke and I never posted it, and I decided I wasn't going to post it anyway because it was 3 weeks later, but I'm literally watching an old version of myself die. I'm watching an old version of myself die, and it started when I got this job, and it's been an emotional roller coaster experience, but it has been amazing as well. The past few weeks have been really intense, chaotic, and overwhelming as fuck, dude. Don't get me wrong. I was not enjoying those few weeks. But you want to know the crazy thing? For the girl who never thought she would have a full-time job again ever, and that I never thought that I'd have this amount or type of stability for another decade at least. My job has actually been what's been keeping me mentally afloat. That's how much I love this job. That is how good this job has been for me and how much it's been changing my life. I feel like a part of me is dying, but I also feel like there was a part of me that died about a couple years ago, about a year and a half ago. And I'm getting my mojo back. That's what it fucking feels like. It's been a year and a half, 2 years of me being not fucking okay. And I move here and I struggle with a lot. And it's been a bumpy fucking time. But there is a part of me that felt like it died a couple years ago, a beautiful part of me, like a part of me that I fucking love. The fun-loving, exciting, just, woo, don't give a fuck version of myself that's been waking back up. It's been waking back up because I'm in a place where, I don't always feel safe. New places. I've got some PTSD that I'm still healing, abandonment issues, rejection and wounds. Like, I'm still working on that shit. It's still in the process of healing, but this has been a magical experience, and it's just, yeah, guys, just, fuck. I'm getting my mojo back. Like, no fucking joke. I literally started my period this morning, and I'm in such a good mood. My last period, I was like, ah! And now I'm feeling good. Like, I'm feeling good about my life. To be honest, guys, I might be moving back into my car. I have till the end of this month. It's currently February, so till the end of February, it's like the 22nd today. I have less than a week to find a new living situation because the lady that I'm living with, God bless her soul, she is such a sweetheart. She has been letting me live there for free for the past like month and a half. Almost 2 months, I think, actually. But she's been letting me live there for free, and I have till the end of the month to find a new living situation because she's planning on moving somebody else in. So grateful for her during that season where I really needed somewhere else to live, and it was a very cold winter, and she helped me not have to move into my car because it would have been too fucking cold for me to move into my car. It was like 0 degrees. So, but I think the worst of the cold is possibly over, and I have not found any luck yet I've not had any luck yet in finding a new living situation, so for a short period of time, I might be moving back into my car. I'm not worried about it. I'm not scared of it. If you have been watching my channel, you know, hey guys, if you're new here, I lived in this 4Runner for about 4.5 years. I was nomadic or semi-nomadic. I like to stay in places for long periods of time. But I lived in this 4Runner for 4.5 years, so it's not a strange concept. It's not something that I'm afraid of doing at all. So I think it's, other people tend to be more uncomfortable with the thought of me moving into my car than I am. But they'll be fine. I'll be fine. So if that does end up happening, I'm sure you guys will find out about it. So yeah, guys, life has just been woo! Oh, such a fucking roller coaster. But I'm doing awesome. I'm doing really good right now, guys, mentally and emotionally. I'm doing very good right now, and I am so crazy fucking proud of myself for how far I've come, and the way that I am moving through life right now has made me realize how many limiting beliefs, and I'm not just saying this in a new agey kind of concept, but genuinely how many limiting beliefs I have had around myself and my potential to heal, to change, and to be the woman that I want to be, to live the life that I want to live. How much I basically degraded myself with my view of who I thought I was and what my potential was, what I was capable of. Guess what, bitches? You are way more capable than you think you are. You're watching me prove it. Because if you've been watching my channel, you know I have struggled with a lot of mental health issues. A lot. And I'm very honest on my channel about it. And I think that, like, times like this make me even more grateful for the times in the past, as well as I'm sure there'll be times in the future too where I'm struggling again. That's life. But it makes me extra grateful for the videos that I've put out where I have not been okay, and I've been honest about it, because you get to see those, and now you get to see me now, and you get to see how much more self-empowered I've become, so you get to see as proof, because I know a lot of the people who follow me struggle with your own mental health issues and fears of not having things or not being enough. Like, I get it. But I want you to know you're more capable than you think you are. And I'm not saying that in a get off your ass kind of way. Like, no, maybe you do need a change in your life. Maybe it's the job that you're in. Maybe it's your living environment. Maybe it's literally where you're at. Because I found that, like, apparently I just needed to move here and get into this job to step into a version of myself that I didn't even know I was capable of being. I'd given up on myself, guys. Like, I kind of stepped into this place of, like, you know what? If this is who I am, I'm going to have to love her. If this is who if I'm stuck with myself for the rest of my life, being like this, with these mental health struggles and barely being able to take care of myself, if I can never have a normal job again, you know what? I'm going to love that bitch. I'm going to fucking love her, because you know what? I'm not going to live my life hating on myself because I'm struggling. And you deserve that too. You deserve that too. Okay? Okay. Fuck, dude. Little pep talk. But yeah, guys. Funny enough, I think I'm gonna call this video "Spilling the Tea," but I'd taken this video before and I didn't really like the video, so I'm retaking it. But after I finished that video, I literally turned around and spilled my cup of tea all over the fucking desk in the room I'm in. I was like, oh, that shit's fucking hilarious. I was like, I spilled the tea. But yeah, guys, thanks for being here. This crazy roller coaster of my life. Please do like and subscribe. I'm so grateful for anybody who is along with the journey for me. Tongue twisting. I'm so grateful for anybody who is along this ride with me. I still don't know if that sounded right. Thank you guys for being a part of this journey. Thank you for being a part of just my vlogs and the videos that I post. And to be honest, I feel like sometimes there are some videos that I post that even if there's not a lot of people that are watching it, I feel like it is making a massive difference in even one person's life. And I can feel like the love that my channel is spreading. And I feel like it's making a difference in certain people's lives and in shifting the energy of the world. And I'm so grateful to be taking part in that. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, like, I believe hugely in spiritual warfare and spiritual attack and demonic attack. And I honestly have found that the more my channel has grown, the more that I've grown, the more that I have been giving deep self-empowering messages, and the more that I have just been completely transforming, I will post videos and I will start to feel under massive spiritual attack. So it has been rough, but at the same time, sometimes I'm like, you know what? And I don't believe in like the classic concept of Satan or the devil, but if the devil is trying to break me, you know that you're doing something right. If you are spreading love and life is fucking beating you down, don't give up. Don't fucking give up, because you are stronger than that. You are stronger than the spiritual warfare that is happening in your life. And I believe in prayer. Not religious anymore at all, guys, but I do believe in the power of prayer. And if you believe in the power of prayer, please pray for me. And I send out prayers for you guys as well. Like, seriously, I appreciate that shit as fuck. Just positive intention and love sent my way is massive. Thank you for being a part of this community, guys. And if you are brand new here, I hope that you do become a part of it now, because it is growing a lot. Like I said, I haven't posted in like a month, but I am so excited to be back to sharing with you guys. And yeah, just thank you for being here. And I'm going to stop this video because it's pretty long. I love you and I believe in you. And I hope that these videos are encouraging to somebody out there, or that maybe you just get a kick out of watching me because I'm a weirdo, or you enjoy my alternative life or the shit show, whatever the hell, whatever you watch this for. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope that you come back to watch the next one, or old ones, whatever you want. Alright, you guys. Goodbye. Till next time. Love you guys.